Hey everyone, Jen here. This is what my garden looks like right now. As I'm sure a lot of you guys have the same kind of garden look right now, but let me take you inside and show you how I'm actually growing a few things right now and getting ready for spring. All right, hi guys. So that video was actually a couple weeks ago. I'm a little bit late on my video production schedule, but there's a good reason for that. So I've been getting together and organizing what is called the Autoimmune Strategy Summit. So if you are someone who is battling an autoimmune disease and want to find out different ways and how to maybe put your symptoms into remission like I did, go ahead, head over there, register. It is completely free, so I'll put the link below. All right, so anyways, let's get back to my indoor garden setup. So some of you are probably thinking, oh my gosh, I gotta spend a ton of money to get an indoor garden set up. Well, you don't really have to. You can do it on the cheap. So this is actually the really cheap, because you know what I did? Right here, we are in my basement. So I actually cleaned out a lot of the junk. I sold it on Facebook and I used that money to buy this system. So it really didn't actually cost me anything because I found some old junk laying around. But even if you don't have any junk laying around, this is still a pretty cheap setup. And I am super excited. It is working so well. And I only have 4 lights. I really would like to get another 2. So all I pretty much have is a rack, which is just a shelving unit from Target. So that one cost me $75, but you can use any rack you want, any shelving unit, anything you got laying around you can use. You can even put lights underneath your kitchen cabinets if you have the room. You just need someplace to hang lights that is adjustable for your seedlings. So super easy. And then you need the lights. So the lights are the biggest expense that you need in this setup, and those you really have to get something fairly decent. I went probably a step more than I needed to. I purchased actual grow lights. So I did a lot of research on YouTube and I found some other people were recommending the same brand, but it is actually just a shop light and not a grow light. So if you're only doing just seedlings, getting them started, I think those lights would work fine. I am trying to do a setup where I'm going to use it all year round. So you'll see here, I'll turn around, get closer. I actually have a lettuce growing up in the top shelf and I'm super excited because it's almost done. And my idea is next year, I want to try and grow lettuce and cucumbers and tomatoes in the basement all year round. So I am in the Chicago area. So we have long winters. And it's so hard to find really good organic vegetables that don't have any pesticides, don't have anything bad in them. And with my autoimmune disease, I can tell a difference. There's a huge difference when I have just crap conventional fruit and veggies versus if I have my good organic stuff, especially the stuff that you grow. I don't know if it's just because it's so fresh, but it tastes better. I can just feel that it makes me feel a little bit better than some of the other store-bought stuff. So for me, I am going all in. I want to grow as much as I possibly can. Plus, because last year, because of COVID, I had a really hard time finding a lot of organic fruits and vegetables. Those were like one of the things that was really hard to find, and all of my gluten-free stuff. So I've been living this lifestyle for, almost 10 years now. And when I first started, I had to make everything. And over the last couple of years, I got lazy because there's so much more stuff on the market now. But now I have found I have to go back to my old ways and start doing some of the stuff from scratch again. And to tell you the truth, I do love it. I've been missing it, doing it. And it's just kind of reminding me that I need to make the time to take care of myself. So I'm gonna flip this around and I'm gonna show you what I got growing and how it's set up. All right, so here is the shelving unit, and I do apologize. Like I said, this is my basement. It is not straightened up, cleaned up, fancy at all. You can even see I got my little scarecrow over there. I got all my extra stock foods over there. So here is the shelf. So it is one of those adjustable shelves from Target. So the shelf itself cost me $75, but I really wanted something that was adjustable. So I can adjust these shelves. The lights, let's see if I can go here because you can see a little better. The lights themselves did not come with these little chains, but I added those on. Super simple. These are just chains. Oh gosh, I think I got it maybe Amazon or Lowe's, I don't remember. And I just cut like lengths, and I've got these little S hooks on there. See that? You can see a little S hook there. And that's how they're adjustable. And I actually, like on the top here, you can't see it, but I squeezed them so they wouldn't fall off because I had that happen. But so these are really great, so you can adjust them. I think that's one of the biggest things you need is having adjustable lights. And then I also have this heat map. You don't have to have it, but this was from Amazon, and I think it was only 30 bucks. And it's nice because it fits the entire shelf. You can see here, it goes the entire length. So those are the two main components. And then I also added in, I have these little fans. Now, these are computer fans. Again, not something that you have to have, but it does help with the growing of your seedlings. It kind of helps get the airflow going. It helps them get a little bit hardened off because they're blowing in the wind, so they're not so weak. So it's a great thing if you have the money. So what I did on this setup, it is completely automated. You can see here on these plugs down here. Again, these are not nice and neat because whatever. This is it's a Wi-Fi. I don't know what it's called. I will put a link to it. It's a Wi-Fi system. So it basically is a timer that goes through Wi-Fi. So I have this going on, I want to say at like 5 in the morning, and then it goes off at like 10 o'clock at night, I think. And then this one is the fans, and the fans will go on just for an hour at 9 o'clock in the morning. So that makes it kind of cool because I don't know, I didn't want the fans going all the time, but I wanted them to kick on once or twice a day just to get the airflow going. So that's really all the setup is. These lights came in a 4-pack. And like I said, I bought actual grow lights. So these were a little bit nicer because they have the little reflectors on them. Those were $78 for 4 of them. And they're a little bit brighter than the shop version that they have of the same light. So I'm gonna put both of them below. I won't go too into depth about the actual lights because you can just go watch. There's so many videos on YouTube about those. But I'll show you here what I got growing over here. I got some impatiens. So these ones are going like gangbusters, but a couple of these aren't growing yet. That's okay, but they still got time. Got some lavender in here. I don't think it's sprouted yet though. Oh, a little tiny one, little tiny guy there. Over here, I got some broccoli. Some broccoli is going. In here, I just planted these. These are strawberries. This system, by the way, is awesome. This is from gardeners.com, and it is a self-watering little seed starter kit. It is awesome because you can put water in this little reservoir, and you don't have to worry about coming down every day and watering them. Sadly, though, they're out of stock right now because I tried to order 3 more, but hopefully they'll be in stock soon. Back here, I've got some snapdragons going. Those are my onions that are kind of going. Up here, I have my pansies. Now, my pansies had a little bit of an issue, and you can see they're still, they're coming out of it, but they're not too bad. I had aphids, yeah, I think that's how you say it, those little bugs. So I had a bug issue. Luckily though, I believe that issue is gone, but surprisingly enough, how I fixed it, I put these little yellow sticky things out, so that kind of helped. But what really helped is I put some lavender oil in water in a spray bottle. So it was a spray bottle, let's see if I can find it, here we go. This size spray bottle. And I just put like, I want to say maybe 5 to 8 drops of lavender oil in it, and I sprayed them. And I saw 1 or 2 of them flying around this morning, But other than that, I think they're almost all gone, which is cool because they were annoying and they almost killed my pansies. I think they might make it. They've already got some flowers, so I love this. I gotta pinch these off. That's gonna kill me. I probably waited too long because that one probably should have been pinched earlier. But that's how those are growing. And then over here, I have a very sad looking tomato. He did not make it. So again, I think the aphids got him. So these were the first two things to get started, were my pansies and this guy. So he might just have to go. These are my carnations, so they're doing pretty good. They're starting to flop over a little bit though, but they're doing pretty good. And in the back, look at this, you guys. That is lettuce. I cannot believe how well it is growing. Supposedly I was supposed to be able to grow lettuce in here, but I didn't think it was gonna work, and it did, and it's so exciting. So hopefully that will keep going and won't die off. And yeah, so I got more stuff to get started. I'm gonna put the pansies outside pretty soon because it's getting warm enough out. And then and same thing with the onions, they're gonna go out pretty soon. And I might actually go buy another set of lights because I think I'm gonna run out of room when I wanna stick my peppers and tomatoes and cucumbers and melons. I got so much stuff. I got so many flowers I wanna try too. So anyways, that is my setup. Don't be afraid to try growing indoors. It is so fun. I'm just amazing how easy it is. So go ahead, try out, get your own shelving unit, get your own little grow lights, and grow, grow, grow. All right, well, that was my setup. I know some of my flowers are not the greatest right now, but I'm learning. And that's the biggest thing, guys. Just get out there, just try it and do it. It took me a couple years to actually be able to grow a pepper. I remember my first couple years, it was very sad what came out of my garden because it was pretty much nothing. But last year, oh my gosh, the difference in just a couple years. I had peppers, like every week I was grabbing in 4 or 5 big green peppers and tomatoes and all kinds of great stuff. So give it a try. It really, once you get going a little bit, it's not that hard. It's just got a little bit of a learning curve. And so make sure you have good soil, make sure you get the right type of light and the right type of plants for the right time of year. So do a little bit of research, get in, dive in, just try it. It is worth it. It is so worth knowing where your food comes from. And for me especially, since I have an autoimmune disease, I really need to have pesticide-free food, and it's guaranteed. When I actually grow it, I know exactly what is being put on that food. All right, if you want to learn more about living a natural lifestyle, go ahead, hit that like button and the subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.